to close March. And the Bulls playing East and the Raptors. And Jamison battle with a very
full court pressure right now.
Well, it's a bunch of young guys for Toronto that are all working towards contracts, working towards more playing time. They are sitting a bunch of their key players. RJ Barrett is out. Grady Dick has been hurt for the better part of a month. He is out. Vucevic hits.
Y'all can play three-point line, so Vuce will have a lot of opportunities.
Bulls have won the first 3 meetings of the year against Toronto, looking for the season sweep. Here's Pirtle on cue. Here's Vucevic working on Pirtle, diving inside, and the rebound tipped to Battle. Battle's a rookie out of Ohio State, Jacoby Walter out of Baylor, and Jamal Shed out of Houston. There's a turnover.
We got numbers.
Giddy to Herter. He settles and scores.
Good to see Kevin back.
He's got absolutely drilled by arguably the best team in the NBA, a 60-plus win team who's lost 1 game to an Eastern Conference team.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're watching that team and you're the Bulls, that's how you want to play in the future. A very good defensive team. They're #1 in deflections, #1 in steals, and they get after you on the defensive end.
Here is Wallace here. Tough drive by Giddy, rejected at the rim, and here come the Raptors on the push. It's Emmanuel quickly firing away. 6-point lead. Giddy discards and defends.
Get up.
Here's Battle. Drafted free agent finds Portal. Here is the rebound for White. Kobe White, the player of the month in the Eastern Conference. Good rotation, everybody touching it. Buzelis working on quickly. Trying to rip through, can't do it. Quickly the defense and a turnover. I was surprised Kobe didn't just take the shot when he had that dribble drive.
He had the layup.
Barnes lets Giddy clear. And
well, he's got an opportunity to be a 3-and-D player. I think, oh, that's terrible pass. I think by year 3, he's going to be a star.
I think I heard you in an interview the other day. You feel like within 4 years, this guy has all-star written on him. And
yes,
if he continues to play this way, you would think he's going to garner a lot more attention. Giddy off to Vucevic. Nice pass.
Nice pass. He's just young. He's wiry. He's going to get stronger.
This is again an opportunity to guard Scotty Barnes, who he's watched a lot this year. There's Walter.
Well, they're 5 of 5 from the three-point line. The Bulls got to do a better job of closing out.
Here's Vucevic. Another 3.
Not though.
Here is Pirtle. Barnes coming off a disappointing game against Philadelphia. And their victory. Pirtle is there. Been one of the more consistent players for Toronto all season in a year where they've dealt with a lot of injuries.
See, Portal would be a guy that would be good in Oklahoma City.
Good steal by Vucevic. Got in position. 5 minutes of the game.
Again, Portal is trying to help everybody out. He's doing drop zones and trying to keep people out of the paint.
Barnes lines up a 3. There's the first miss from outside for Toronto.
That was from 3. They were 5 of 5 at that point.
Giddy trying to accelerate into Walter. Had to fling it back out to Vucevic to save the possession. Here's Herter off the Vucevic screen. Vucevic rolls and kicks. Giddy extra pass. White a 3. Him this year, it's the 2nd most by. Here is Jamal Shed, the rookie out of Houston. Vucevic outlets to a wide open Kevin Herter.
8 baskets for the Bulls there in the early going.
Orlando Robinson is in at the big position. Walter, Shed.
THT had a really good game last night. He's been a lot now early.
Vucevic the block. Giddy pushes. Williams, Horton Tucker. THT had double digits last night in the blowout loss. 5 in points per game on the break.
Bulls #1 since the All-Star break.
Another rookie, Jonathan Mobo, and his pass wayward. Looking for more fast break points. Herder will lay it in.
Get the floor. Bulls in transition right now. Early going. They've got 6 points in fast break.
Josh Giddey's got 5 assists already. Jamal Shed is short. Rebound Patrick Williams. Here is Patrick. Got away with one there. Here's Giddey. Herder. Vucevic against Robinson. Double comes. 5 on the clock. Giddey the cross. Working on Walters. Stumbles and has to fling it. A.J. Lawson and Cole Swider, who's on a 10-day contract, are both on the floor for Toronto. Here is Shed, who's having a nice rookie year. Trying to feed inside, though.
Steal.
Another turnover. Giddey picked it away. Needs some help as he picked up the dribble. Get it to Vucevic. Mismatch against Swider.
I'll take him.
There's the double, the kick out to Herder, extra feed Giddey, everybody touching it. Horton Tucker can't connect. That was the Bulls' first miss from 3. They were 4 for 4 prior. Both teams shooting well to start. Nice twisting move by a two-way player, Toronto native. Giddey pushes. Horton Tucker dives, and Robinson with the rejection. This has been the best defensive team in the NBA since the start of March. #1 in efficiency have been the Toronto Raptors. Again, with all these young players playing their tails off. And that combined 10 of 15, what is it, 10 of 13 from 3 to start?
Well, it's pretty impressive that they're competing on the defensive end.
Of having your starters in.
Rule that I told the playoffs between the lottery teams should get the #1 pick. That way, everybody has to play their guys because you're playing for the best record.
Lawson again. Off target. Williams tapped it away from Robinson. Yeah, we don't have the relegation system like we do in England for like Premier League football and things like that. I think, frankly, American sports might be better off with it. Bangs down another Bulls 3. They're 5 of 6 from outside.
It's taking them long to heat up.
Saying the man has
11 assists on all made baskets.
11 for 11. So you're saying Horton Tucker has a little Vinnie Johnson in it right now.
They came in this league. Just getting the opportunities in the minutes.
Kobe White. That was short. His streak of 20-plus point efforts came to an end last night. 15 straight games he went with 20-plus. What a run.
Let me tell you something. They were well. They sent 2-3 guys at him. And I'm telling you, boy, it seemed like there was 10 Thunder players out there.
Half of them being Caruso.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's Williams. Rare miss from 3 for both these teams.
Not even Caruso, the whole team.
They're the best defensive team in the league.
Everybody on their team competes on the defensive end. The guys coming off the bench, Casey Wallace, you know, him, Kendrick, Kendrick Williams, all these guys compete on the defensive end. Then you got a guy like Lou Dort who could be defensive player of the year.
That defense is ridiculous. They are so relentless.
Shea Gilgeous plays defense too. He's just not out there scoring.
Yeah, that's a relentless team. Here is White with a nice fade. By the way, Western Conference Player of the Month to Kobe's Eastern Conference Player of the Month. You see Kobe's numbers since the start of March there. Robinson's off to a nice start. Collins was there to deter. Oh, nice pass by THT to Collins.
THT's doing good things. You know, they made a little bit of a game out of it.
Combined for 33 points last night. Carter is out, by the way, because he banged up his shoulder on a screen. Buzelis picks it off. Working with White. Lob for Boozy. He could not corral it.
They need to work on that. They need to work on that.
Yeah, the pass was a little too high and long for Boozy, even for the lengthy Buzelis. Swider around it out.
Yeah, they got to work on that in practice because they've had a couple of chances and they haven't been able to connect on those lobs in the break. And that's got to be something to get the crowd involved and get the energy in the building.
Yep.
Shine slam and jammer, that's what you want.
It's built off of energy plays. White discards the defense, whips it to Collins for a triple.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bulls are 6 of 9. Raptors are 8 of 12. Both teams.
5 different Bulls players with a 3-point shot. Made.
Here's Shed. His Cougars will be playing in the Final Four on the men's side coming up this weekend in San Antonio.
They got a chance to win it all.
Playing Duke in their semifinal. Horton Tucker found Buzelis with a tough pass. The fake, the three.